Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, my name's Noelia. I'm a curly hair enthusiast and I post about all things curly, beauty, and sometimes I'll throw in a little lifestyle. As you guys can see from the title, today's video is going to be all about my big chop in 2019 that so many of you have asked me about. I get so many questions on this on the daily. People do not believe that I cut my hair that short last year because of the amount of growth that I've had in just this year alone. So what I figured is I'd actually bring in the footage because I actually did film the entire haircut. I never brought myself to posting it and I don't know why. I think I've just been so distracted with getting content out for you guys and I completely forgot that I had this footage. I figured what better time to bring it out than now, where we might be contemplating whether we should go through a natural hair journey, whether we should big chop, any of that. I will be answering all those questions for you based on my personal experience, and I'll be sharing the footage with you guys as well. If you're in a space where you're not sure whether you should do a big chop, whether you should just transition, I'm here to share my story with you guys in hopes that this will motivate you to either choose one or the other, because there's no right or wrong answer to your natural hair journey. You choose the journey you want to take. So if you're interested in seeing my big chop that I did after deciding to transition and just deciding to randomly get a big chop to completely get rid of all my heat damage, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on the alerts so you know when I post my next video, and I will drop my social handles below so you can follow me on there as well, and keep on watching. Okay, so one of the biggest questions that I always get is why did I decide to do a big chop in the middle of my transition? So I think I've shared this a few times, and I think I shared this in my natural hair journey video as well, but I'll share it again. So I started my curly hair page on Instagram in September of 2018, and I solely just pretty much started that page to hold myself accountable to deep conditioning, to properly caring for my hair, and also to just direct people that have asked me questions in the past about my curly hair to that page so I don't have to continuously repeat myself, and I could just throw everything, all my knowledge that I've learned over the years, all on one page to help teach everyone how to care for their hair. I was going through a transition in the moment. There were pictures where my hair looked more deceiving than others because I got to a point where I knew how to hide my heat damage, and it was frustrating. It was very, very frustrating dealing with heat damage. Anybody who has a full head of unison curls went through a natural hair journey at one point. So if there's anyone who understands the struggles of having heat damage and having multiple textures, like, we get it. Like, I know the struggle. My damage, right? Let me share with you guys my stubborn damage. So I actually had, my curls were growing in from the top, right? I had heat damage from like here to here, like about here, yeah. All of this, guys, was literally wavy. I'm gonna throw in some pictures so you guys can see. It was just wavy, straight, like it just didn't curl. It was just annoying. And then my ends, no joke, it literally curled just like this. I had healthy ends. To me, it never made any sense. I never understood the concept of why my hair was like that. But again, my hair had a mind of its own, it always has, but that damage was just like disrespectful. So I started posting more and I started gaining more followers and I started gaining more people that had been going through the same experience as me and learning from me, asking me questions, all of that. And with that comes a lot of opinions. So of course I'm styling my hair with my hair wet and then I'm styling it with it dry, and a lot of people would comment and ask me, and also personally DM me, asking me if I perm my hair. Because no joke, the center of my hair did look like it was like recovering from a perm. Scheduled for a haircut February of 2019. I normally would go get a haircut about twice a year, and I've gone to the same salon for the last 2-3 years. I want to say it's almost 3 years, but I've been going to 5 Salon Spa in New Jersey. I live in Connecticut, so I would actually commute to New Jersey just for the salon because it is worth it. And I get my haircuts by Ona. As you guys know, her name's the Hair Saint on Instagram. I'm sure you guys have seen her. She cuts plenty of curly girls on Instagram and she's just amazing, guys, amazing. I will tag her IG on my description box and I will tag it on here as well. She cuts my hair. She's been cutting my hair for the last, like I said, 2 to 3 years. So she's phenomenal. Love her, love her. So I had my yearly haircut scheduled with her, and so prior to that, I don't think I've cut my hair since July. So I had from July to February, I just let my hair grow. And my hair was super long, guys. Like it was like about here, like here. Yeah, it was super long. So I was going into this haircut just hoping that she can give me some layers so she can kind of cut in between it. I had no intentions guys, and I'm telling you, absolutely no intentions. I can't even take credit for this haircut. I had no intentions of going and getting all of my heat damage cut off. I'm gonna show you guys the haircut as I'm talking to you guys as well. So I went in for my haircut and we talked about it. The good thing about Ona, and this is something that I've always admired about her, is that she's never forced me to do anything. I've gone to other salons, I'm not gonna be super specific, but I've gotten diva cuts, and my hairstylist would pretty much tell me, like I said in my other video of my natural hair journey, they'd tell me, well, you're pretty much wasting your money. Why would you come here if you're not gonna cut off all your hair? Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm almost 1000% sure I know what I'm doing. I know I shouldn't be doing it, but let me realize that on my own. And that's the good thing about Ona, is that she's never forced me to feel a way about my decision of cutting my hair. She's given me her opinion, and she will give you her opinion, but she will never force you to do anything. She kind of just wants you to do it on your own. So she's cutting, she's going to town cutting. I'm watching her cut, and she's showing me that this is gonna look so thin that you'll be able to see the back of my head, but it doesn't matter, that next time I come in, if I want, I could just get that off and let it grow a little bit. And then in that moment, I really thought about it. I was thinking, what am I holding on to? Like, what is it about this heat damage that I want to hold on to? Was it the length? Like, there was nothing pretty about it. I didn't understand. In that moment, I was just like, you know what? Just cut it. Just cut it. Okay, so instead of talking your ears off, I decided to just let you guys watch the rest of the haircut, and then I will reconvene with you guys afterwards. So I remember being done with my cut, and I was running my hands through my hair, and literally my hair was like right here. I was like, oh my God. I didn't even know what to think. So of course I left the haircut and I was like, yeah, I love it, I love it. It's not that I didn't like it. It was just a lot to get used to. I've never seen my hair that short in my life. So I couldn't even put it in a ponytail. I could not put my hair in a ponytail. It was overwhelming, guys. It was so overwhelming. So of course, I was on Instagram before and I was telling everyone, oh, I have a haircut scheduled, and you know, I will post my results once I'm done. And of course, I just disappeared off social media for a few days. And now that I'm thinking back on it, I really hate that I reacted like that. But I think it was just a matter of me needing to get over myself and getting over the idea of length. You know, my entire life, guys, my entire life, I've always had long hair. I think for me, it's always been an attachment thing, and I've always had a natural attachment to long hair because I've always had it my entire life. So yes, I've gone through phases where I've gotten a bob, and there's been phases where I've cut my hair into a lob, or, you know, because of heat damage and because of chemical damage and because of keratins and all of that. But my hair grows so fast that I don't know. I don't think I've ever cut it that short, so it kind of caught me off guard, right? I had to think to myself, I'm like, what is holding you back? Like, why aren't you just gonna embrace this? Like, this is just gonna be another step in your journey. Just embrace it. Like, stop being so scared to put yourself out there. It's a beautiful haircut. just adjust to it. It's something to learn. So I took a ton of pictures. I didn't feel pretty in any of them, and it's so stupid to think about now, but it's just the reality of it. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat the whole thing. I did not feel pretty after my big chop at all. Took me about 3 days to actually accept the haircut and for me to be like, wow, this is actually different, but I really like it. So on day 3, post haircut, I decided I'm just gonna take a fuego selfie and I'm gonna post this on my page and just see what happens. The amount of love that I received from my followers and just from all of you, to me, it was just out of this world. I feel like that's what I needed, because I knew it was a pretty haircut, but I think just knowing that other people were just like, wow, look at what you did. And people were so inspired by that haircut. And so many people told me after the fact, like, because of you, I went and got that haircut. Because of you, I decided to let go of my heat damage. Because of you, this. And that is really what my sole purpose of being and putting myself out here is to be able to inspire others to go through this journey and not feel like you're alone, because I know what that feels like. So I had to put myself out there, and I'm really, really glad that I did, because the outpour of love that I received from you guys was out of this world. So with that, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna rock these curls. I'm gonna rock having short hair, because this is just another step in my life and I could pull off anything, right? That's what you gotta have. You gotta have that type of energy. So I kept that energy. I'm like, I could rock anything, whatever. And believe it or not, I loved every minute of having short hair. Now, the one thing that people don't tell you is that short hair is a lot more difficult to deal with, in my opinion, than long hair. Because it's a matter of adjusting to, first of all, I can't put it always up in a ponytail, and the way I sleep is not going to be the same as how I sleep now, because that's what I didn't know at the time. So my first instinct was to put my hair in a pineapple. You do not put your hair in a pineapple when your hair is up here, because there's nothing that you can do to bring it back down once it's been like this all night. It's gonna literally stick up, and that is something I had to learn on my own. So I learned to love my hair more as I learned more about it. Having just one full head of unison curls after dealing with heat damage for so long is such an amazing feeling. But now, having gone through that, I truly say, honestly, truly, that my big chop was probably one of the best decisions I've ever done for my curls. Just being able to release that damage, have a whole head of one texture, my texture, and just being able to just learn the texture, learn what my curls want, learn my porosity, learn this. Because again, when you're transitioning, like, it's hard to know what your porosity is, because I had like 2 different porosities going on, like the centerpiece of my hair and my ends and my scalp. It was too much. So again, is it possible? 1000%, because I literally transitioned the majority of my natural hair journey. I would have wished to have cut it sooner, because again, my hair would have been further along in the journey. But it's my journey and I love everything about it. I love everything that I learned throughout my journey. So that's also why I'm on social media, because I want to be the source that I wish I had during my natural hair journey for yours. And I just want to make sure that the mistakes that I made, maybe if you can relate to me, if you resonate to my story, maybe the mistakes that I made, I want to help you avoid making the same mistakes. But overall, that is pretty much my story. That is my haircut. I don't know how long my hair is. I am going to be finding out soon, and I will make a whole video, because I am going to be doing a growth challenge soon. But my hair has grown just so much, guys. It is insane. It's insane. Every day I'm just more grateful. Every day I'm just more surprised and just amazed, and I'm shook myself, guys. I have no idea where this growth came from and why it grew so quickly, but I'm so grateful that it did. I give my curls so much love, so I'm glad that it's showing, because trust me, my curls get so much attention. It is insane. But yeah, so that's pretty much my big chop story. If you guys have any questions regarding big chops, regarding my story, regarding anything that I mentioned in this video, go ahead and comment them down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.